Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
Ripple's digital currency XRP, the digital currency XRP, acts as a bridge currency to other currencies. It does not discriminate between any fiat cryptocurrency, which makes it easy for any currency to be exchanged for another. All right, and then there's this from the New York Times Tech. A single Bitcoin, you can tell there's a growing concerted effort to take Bitcoin out, folks. We saw it from the European Parliament. We saw it from the one of the agencies in New York Assembly or something yesterday. Now we're seeing it in New York Times Tech. A single Bitcoin transaction now requires more than 2,000 kilowatt hours of electricity. Or enough energy to power the average American household for 73 days, researchers estimate. Man, that is a plan, folks. Now, our old buddy Joseph Lubin, he had stopped talking for a while, but he decided he was going to go on CNBC yesterday, and I wrote up here, one massive lie. I want you to listen to this. With what we know, we're supposed to believe that he is building a new trust, that's what he calls it, a new trust foundation. But the foundation itself is built on disguised whale purchasers who bought Ethereum in the ICO that to this day, Joseph Lubin has helped to hide. He helped to hide them back then, and he continues to help to hide them because there's been no audit. Nobody knows who the disguised whales that he helped disguise in the ICO. And I said, if this is creating a false reality, I don't know what is. If this isn't creating a false reality, I don't know what is. Here he is. Listen to this. Make sure I might vomit on my keyboard while you're listening to this. So I'm taking one for the team here.
It's great to have you with us this morning. I want to start pretty broad because I think that a lot of our audience looks at Ethereum as a store of value, something that goes up or down. What do they need to know about its use case and about blockchain technology?
Something that goes up and down in a volatile fashion isn't necessarily a great store of value unless you have noticed that it's been going up for many years, and that's the case for most of the tokens in the blockchain ecosystem. Essentially, this is a paradigm shift. We're moving from the age of silos to the age of community, and we're building a new trust foundation for the planet, and that new trust foundation has enabled decentralized finance, a global decentralized finance platform that is enabling a very wide variety of applications to be built. Some of those applications that are essentially enabling businesses to be disintermediated take the form of non-fungible tokens, which in the early instantiations are enabling creators and content owners to directly access their customers.
Right, so Joe, disintermediation, decentralization, this is sort of the ethos behind Ethereum, but take the NFT market, for example, and many say that it's becoming increasingly centralized. You have a few big players, All
right, this is where they're starting their PR right here. This is pure CNBC trying to help him revamp the reputation over there, because she's talking about I don't know if she said accusations, but centralization. This right here is to try to cover the tracks for everything that we've all been uncovering out here.
The platform, Yuga Labs for IP, Andreessen Horowitz. As an investor, how do you reconcile that centralization?
See, they didn't bring that up for no reason, folks. They're trying to do some PR here.
The fundamentals.
So it's a bit of a gold rush, and people take expedient steps to establish market share, whether you're a VC or whether you're an
expedient steps to get market share. That's what he calls the Ethereum free pass
platform. The direction of travel in our ecosystem and in our company consensus is towards progressive decentralization. So we find product market fit, and then we work diligently to decentralize. We're seeing that across the ecosystem, where lots of DeFi protocols are decentralizing. Many projects are exiting to community, establishing decentralized organizations to govern themselves in. And we will see a powerful movement towards decentralization in the NFT space.
Even so, Joseph, right at this moment, as you say, it's sort of a land grab and we're seeing the big get even bigger. So walk us through how decentralization happens from here, how we're going to see sort of these existing players like OpenSea disrupted by the community.
Sure. So we operate some important projects. MetaMask is one, Infura is another. It handles a ton of the reads and writes in the Ethereum and related ecosystems. And across consensus, many of our projects are working towards progressively decentralizing themselves. So that involves turning projects that are essentially platforms into decentralized platforms. That can involve turning them into protocol, where lots of different actors can work together on that protocol collaboratively, or it can involve creating decentralized organizations for the governance of those.
I just threw up in my mouth. Okay, now, then we've got our old buddy Jake Chervinsky, who tweets this out yesterday. The novelty of cryptocurrencies requires novel regulatory policies, but the SEC still relies on the Securities Act of 1933. A fantastic paper on the SEC's inconsistent attempts to regulate crypto from the Blockchain Association. Now, my understanding is that to this day, this guy has done nothing to support Ripple in the lawsuit SEC versus Ripple. He has been very pro Bitcoin and Ethereum from day one, very anti-Ripple and XRP. He works for the Blockchain Association. They've done nothing to support Ripple in this lawsuit. They've done nothing to support John Deaton in his lawsuit against the SEC. Done nothing to support those 66,000 XRP holders. But he's fine with putting the approval on Ethereum. That's okay, because it's supposedly decentralized. So I think Stefan Huber did a really good thing here, because look, if you're going to defend Bitcoin and Ethereum and you're not going to defend Ripple and XRP, then you need to go ahead and have your face associated with Ethereum. And remember, don't forget, the guy speaking in this video is the same guy who just said on CNBC yesterday, he's creating a new trust foundation, and this is what it's built on. Listen to it again.
A person can buy from any number of different identities. We may limit the unit size of a sale to make it easier to disguise. Let's say if you're a whale and you want some privacy, you can buy 50,000 units and just so nobody scares people with an enormous initial purchase. So nobody scares people with the enormous initial purchase.
So, nobody's saying that Jake Chervinsky in any way had to do with helping to disguise whales. Nobody's saying that. What we are saying is what Stefan Huber is saying. You've over and over talked to pro-Bitcoin, Ethereum, and anti-XRP, anti-Ripple. So do you support this? And I think Stefan Huber appropriately is asking that question. Do you support this? Because we've got no indication that he doesn't support it. He hasn't come out and said anything negative about Joseph Lubin helping to disguise whale purchasers. He hasn't come out and said we need an audit of the Ethereum Foundation or anything like that to find out who were those hidden whales. Because to me, that comes to the heart of whether you're building a trust foundation and whether this is truly decentralized, right? I mean, that's what they've been saying. That's what's so great about Bitcoin and Ethereum, supposedly. Oh, it's decentralized. Yeah, well, then let's get that audit. I think that Jake Chervinsky and the Blockchain Association should be demanding an audit. And that's setting aside the fact that they're not even saying anything about Ripple or XRP or helping John Deaton. Okay, speaking of John Deaton, J.W. Verrett, this is the guy that just quit the SEC Advisory Committee, told Gary Gensler he intended to push back against the SEC's overreach and misapplication of the Howey test related to digital assets. After speaking with JD, I can tell you he meant it. Looking forward to witnessing his impact on the crypto space. They were both on XRP Army News video, and it should be getting released sometime today. And the reason I showed this reply, it says both of you together would be quite a formidable team. Going after the power-grabbing SEC, who have been bullying the crypto space with blindsiding enforcement actions, how is the CFTC allowing this blatant steal of their regulatory turf? The reason I showed this is because this is a tweet that was liked by J.W. Verrett. So J.W. Verrett must agree with how is the CFTC allowing this blatant steal of their regulatory turf too. Pretty darn interesting, right?
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.